Hey guys, how you doing? Our topic today is on John Morrison and should he have become a world champion? Now, I know he was an ECW world champion back in the day. He defeated CM Punk for it back in 2007, I believe, but as far as John Morrison goes, one thing killed him was his mic skills. And I guess they said he wasn't believable to become a champion because it wasn't believable that he could beat up anybody, you know. But Daniel Bryan, he's not really believable either because of his size. It's not believable Daniel Bryan can defeat Triple H and win the world title on the same night at WrestleMania. That's my opinion. But I think John Morrison, if his mic skills were better, they would have had, a better look at him as, maybe he can become champion because that's one thing about John Morrison. He has no personality when he was there. I remember he had some of the most ridiculous promos ever. But as far as John Morrison goes, I always liked his in-ring work. He always put on like pretty good matches. One match we wanted to see was John Morrison versus Shawn Michaels, but that'll probably never happen. And when it was The Miz and John Morrison as a tag team, they made John Morrison look like the Marty Jannetty of The Miz and John Morrison. Like The Miz, he went on to becoming a WWE champion and main eventing WrestleMania when John Morrison was in a bullshit tag team match, and I didn't really agree with it at the time. I always felt John Morrison was more talented than The Miz, you know. But I would be happy if he returned. I would love John Morrison to return, although I hope if he does return, the fans don't boo him and act like they don't know him. I hate when the fans do that. When somebody returns and they just look at it, they just look at him or whatever like that. Like when Batista returned, everyone just booed him and no one was happy to see him. It's the wrestling crowds these days, not really, you know, being, not cheering them on, or acting like they've never seen him before. Like, when The Rock returned, that was one thing. When Stone Cold made an appearance, that's another. That's another thing. But it would be a shame to see John Morrison return and the fans be quiet and act like they don't know him. I just don't understand wrestling crowds anymore. Like, I'll get that topic later. But yeah, I think John Morrison should have become maybe a world champion, not a WWE champion. They give the world champion to random people like Jack Swagger, Alberto Del Rio, um, just the great Khali. The world champion was like a mid card belt. Now it's the undisputed belt. Now it's two belts. But I'm just saying, they wouldn't give the WWE championship to Dolph Ziggler. They'll give him the world championship, which I think is kind of funny. But yeah, give me your thoughts. Should John Morrison become world champion? I think so. Better than Dolph Ziggler or Daniel Bryan. That's my opinion. But yeah, give me your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and bye.